everyone. Well, we're back, and I'm gonna play some 7-pointers. Normal speed. Okay. Good morning, Justin. It seems to be taking a little while. I don't know why. Let's see. I've got an hour and a half about, so hopefully fit in I don't know, fit in 2 matches. But no one seems to be playing. I don't know. I suppose it sometimes happens. Gotta be patient. Got to be patient. I don't know why. I feel like it's going to make a difference just to reset, go back to the match selector, just put it in again, see if it makes any difference. Still look for someone over 2,000. But no one's coming. There's got to be someone. Well, I can see there are people playing in the lobby. There's got to be someone. Or we could put it onto speed. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Okay. So we got someone nice and high rated. Spiker. Sound not working? Sound is working. Okay. So we want low. Justin will tell me if the game sounds are too loud. Okay. Well, now it's going to be a pass. I mean, it probably isn't too good to double. I noticed that 6-4 is duplicated. We got the all good from Justin. No, I don't think this is too good. Okay. Oh, there's something wrong with the software because it didn't show the thingy screen. Okay, so 3-1, 5-1. I think the 4 is down rather than up. Up gives too many hits where our opponent wants to hit us. So he's going to make the 2. I'm going to go for that 4-3. I think that's wrong. I think he should make the 2. Five four just probably does that. So when he makes the anchor, he's still primed. But that probably doesn't mean he's going to do anything else. But I don't know. This could be... It's really not fun to make a point where you're like completely priming yourself. Spike at Japan. Who is that? I clicked without thinking. I mean, luckily it didn't process the click. I don't think it's a double, but yeah, there's something wrong with the software. So do I need to refresh? So it worked out for him. So he'll obviously cover and then he'll come out to the 18. Yeah, he'll cover. And I'm just thinking the software's like glitching for... Oh, it's not. Okay. I would be really surprised if he did this. I mean, I could go into lots of just I'll warm up a little bit, but you know, at the moment, let me just catch my breath. It's been a while, like talking and playing, and it's a bit unnatural. Okay, so it didn't glitch. Obviously, I'm going to come in high, and I can hit, and it's good. It's not that dangerous. I get to come in higher, so he's going to come out. I probably got a little bit of an advantage because his checkers are split, and I've got a little bit of an attack going on. I'm just like looking just to check. I mean, I kind of want to make the 7 point here, but then the 5 is not possible. Or I'd like to point on him. So minimize the blocks. I could do this and hit on the 3 point, but I don't think so. Yeah, the software is like has been doing funny stuff, and I've just been resigning when I can't stand it. But on the stream, obviously, I'll wait it out. I think it's probably better to make the 3 point even though it leaves more blots, because the 3 point's the one I want. Not 100% sure. And now he can, I think, just make the 7 point, because if he comes around to the 9, he's going to leave a direct shot anyway. So I don't think he's going to... Oh, no, I think he is... Well, he leaves direct shots anyway. Problem with this is it doesn't make the position compact. Clearing the 11 is a good thing. I like this because when it works, you've basically got your checkers where you want them as opposed to where you don't want them. So, looks like he's going to go for this. And even if I fan, I probably just have an easy take. So that's what I'm aware of. So the 6 is bad, but I don't think there's any way I can just come out, even though I want to, kind of. I don't want to sit back on the 20. I'm a bit of a sitting duck, even though there aren't that many good numbers for him. If he does roll one of them, they're pretty good. And he might have a double, but it's a very easy take. So case in point, like now if I don't come in, maybe a pass. I mean, certainly a pass. Possibly thinking about too good. Oh, my contact lens. So, you know, you've got to assume that he's thinking about whether to play on, and that's a legitimate thought. Like, whenever I come in, he can just cash. Because amongst other things, I'm so far behind. So 6 away, 6 away. That's like a blue score in the old activity spectrums. I'm decided I'm going to reformat the book because I think the book was done a disservice by the fact that the formatting, like who formatted it, I did, was so bad. So I'm looking to pay someone on Fiverr just to reformat it into into A5 as well. That's a great number. So at least it doesn't look quite as bad as it does. I don't really see anything else. I mean, it makes sense. If he doesn't, we don't want him to hit us. If he comes in high, it's not so bad. We can still attack him. We're not so desperate for him to be on a low point in our board. But we would prefer, like, I'm happy that he didn't come in high. And now I'm not sure. So not hitting seems okay. He's going to, like, maybe make the 9 point, but we don't get hit. But the problem is we're behind in the race. And this gains a lot. I mean, even if he rolls like a 1-6 3-point board, we can come in. Although I think we'd have traded pretty equally in the race. We would have got one of his men back. It seems like we gain from that, even though we send another one of ours back. That doesn't make sense, does it? And I can duplicate 4s. So this... Yeah, if he hits, he has to come in on the 1, which is bad for him. Maybe that's a factor. Like, clearly I don't know. I feel this is uncomfortable with this play. It seems like it just lets him consolidate, and then I'm going to have to do something next go, maybe. I hit next go, so I don't know. I'm going to go for this. I completely, massively regret it. I didn't think of double two. And now, yeah, he's going to do that. He's a young man, so he will go back and second guess himself. 22. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, I don't agree with that at all. But I managed to roll a pretty good number. So we're back in familiar territory. I mean, it might be okay just to clear the bar. Or is that too... So he's got checkers to play with from the 17 point. So he's not going to need to play his checkers from his midpoint. Okay. And it gives me flexibility. So now he just... Okay, he comes out. So he decided he was going to do that. Seems okay. He's up. Wasn't the first play I saw. Gives me some decent numbers. So again, not hitting. Lets him come out. But when he doesn't come out, I'm in really good shape. This doesn't leave the checkers where I like them to be. That's the problem. I mean, maybe I do want to hit if the checkers on the 8 and 7 points were redistributed other different places. But when this goes well, I have a severely impacted configuration. So maybe this is kind of obvious. Just have to let him roll a number that comes out. So probably clearing the mid. Hi, mop up. Yeah, I'm back. And now I'm not comfortable with whether or not I want to take this. Again, I've got that horrible stack on the 7 point. Okay, so I know I'm down in the race, but he's still got that straggler. I'm not even going to think about the score. Maybe if I have time to consider the score, because it's 6 away, 6 away. It still has an impact. I mean, at 6 away, he gets a little bit of extra uplift from winning those 2 points. So I'm not desperate to take, even though I'm also 6 away. But I think anyway, it's an easy take, or it's maybe not an easy take, but just there seems to be logic for taking, like with that checker that's left out there. Still not safe. I can't remember. I had a 4 point board, didn't I? So that was good enough. Or did I not have the... Okay, so now I'm going to cover. He might not get this checker safe. Of course, when he gets it safe, I've got nothing. Because the race is so badly. I'm going to stay there. I mean, I'm losing anyway. If he picks and passes, I don't lose out that much. Okay. Could have got 2 crossovers, but maybe what I did was slightly better, just because of the considering the distribution of the checkers. I don't know. So a routine loss. So 6 away, 4 away. is almost identical to money in gammonish positions. It's a brown. It's in the brown category. In the activity spectrum, okay, my advantage is almost non-existent, I suppose, but the 3, yeah, coming down. Now he can do the kind of same thing, make the 10, even though I didn't make the 10, but okay, I finish it off by making the 21. Lots of 3-1, so he's just going to make the... Is he not going to make the 9? Maybe not, because he's up in the race. He needs to escape. Hi, Mark. I mean, it's funny. I just look. That was the first play I saw. So there's a big downside to this play that he doesn't get to make the 9. So that's always the thing that you consider. Like, I mean, obviously there's an upside to coming up, but I just notice it in the negative that the what you sacrifice is missing out on the 9 point, and I think. Before I make a silly play, I'm going to hit. No, I do. Well, maybe. I mean, maybe not. But if I, well, I'm not sure. But if I don't hit, then I've just put an extra 1 on the 7 point, on the 6 point, amongst other things. I mean, I'm like giving him 6s to escape. It's like the other. What was the other move where with the double 1, where he rolled double 5. Okay, so I'm still not favourite, even though I've got this broken 6 prime. Or I'm not good. I'm not in a cubable position. I think I just make this. Yeah, it's really terrible. Now this is a bunch of shots. This is a bunch of shots. So 4-1 and 4-5 and 1-5. That's 6. That's in addition to 11, 17, 18. So it's at least 18, 3-5. I think this is going to be a cube. Why not? I'm not going to think too hard about it. 3-5 as well. 3-1 I didn't consider. So 3-6 is nothing, but I can come out. So I still have extra chances from here. Yeah, so my main concern here is just like keeping the board. So even though maybe I might want to stay back or even stay here, I mean, what else can I do? I don't want to give up the 13 point. So, of course, my opponent immediately became favourite when I didn't hit. So, this gives extra shots, 15 instead of maybe... Well, it's the same number, actually. So this looks better. Even though you don't get closer, I think it's important to make the 2 point. So he shouldn't recube. I'm just looking at the cap. He's like weirding me out as usual. And not accurate. So I get no shots now, so I might as well configure them nicely. So again, not a cube. I might have to go for a forcing maneuver with the cat and get him out of my eye line. But we'll see. Yep. Forcing maneuver. Okay, window's going to be shut. Back in a sec. Okay, so splitties? No, I mean you don't split here, but it's worth a thought. Okay, that play. Oh, that was a good, really good sequence. Really good secrets for him. We got Mr. What? Mr. Bishop. Okay. So now it's probably a redouble. I mean, I insta pass, but I'm sure it is a. Can't be worth thinking about that. Okay. A weak 3-point. Lots of gaps. 5-1. Just play 11 to 5, 14 to 20. So I'm not even favourite here. So in a gamonish position, this is a gamonish position. This is firmly in the orange category. Like, so if we say the top level is level 1, orange is level 3. And now what else can I do but just do that, and doesn't really achieve much. And then the same thing, I like to come off the 23-point, but I suppose I'd rather not have to play the 5. So now I think he needs to, like, he'll just split. Yeah. He won't do this, I don't think. Or maybe he will, because it eliminates shots. I don't know. Yeah, this is just a normal game. So what did he do? He just played safe. I think he could have just split there. But he gets to split now. Funnily enough, now it's more volatile because I can hit with 2-1, 3-1, 1-1. But I've lost track of what he's doing. Like, what if he rolls badly here? I mean, maybe, yeah, maybe. I mean, if I roll a 5, I guess so. It's such a weak position. But then again, not. I could roll a 6. Okay, so it is a kind of a weak position. He just insta. I don't know about the 3, but I'm just going to bring it in. So presumably he hits and plays 5 to 1. Meh. But I'm not sure. Well, I don't know. This doesn't look right. I mean, he forces himself to roll a 4. I think you just have to bite the bullet. Is this not clear? I mean, I always get a bit... Oh, this doesn't look... Well, I mean, if I roll double 4, 1, 2... And I just have to slot. He's not going to recube. Oh, he can't. It's a dead cube. Well... I'm still okay. I mean, I didn't even though I didn't know he was going to roll a 5-3, but I was still okay. I don't know about that 5-1. Interesting. So he just breaks the 8, brings one in, leaves... I used to do this a lot, take the moves back. And they all follow Mochi and use up every second of their time. 2-3, can't keep the... I mean, I could make it, and I'd like to make the 5 pawn. I could make it and like play 6-3, but I'm not gonna... I don't have time to think about the ramifications of doing that, so I'm going to assume that it wouldn't be the right play. Okay, I'm happy just to come off. And then I just flood the outfield. So he's going to split. He's going to take it back. Well, I have to leave a shot anyway. I suppose give myself a 6 to do stuff. Trying to win a gammon. Always useful. And that probably wasn't the right, although it's worked out the right too. I don't know. And again, the one, not sure. Okay, 4-2, good roll. 2-1 would be nice. Yeah, not getting that, well, anyway, 3-3. So he needs what, 6-6? Okay, that's nice. It seems like this is comfortable, you know. Do I need to... okay, I'll double. So not the bet. I mean, fantastic, but okay, he's fanned. I can't complain. But now committing to a blitz, which is not really the way you want to win, because as soon as he comes back in, like so, you're losing. So all that, the only thing a blitz is good for is winning a gammon, and you don't get to win a gammon. But it's going to be very close. Okay, that's a good start. Can we roll a 9? Yes. And now it's all about the thing that I'm really bad at. Which checkers to move. So I think this is the right one. And then if this one on the 14 covers the outfield. So if he rolls like 5-2, 5-3. Not sure about the 4 here. If he comes in, I think I prefer to have the checker on the 20 point. That's what I'm thinking. Than have the checker back on the 24 point and having cleared the, partly cleared the mid. So think that has going to have to be this. Yeah, I leave the checker vulnerable. But I guess if I don't hit him back, I've still cleared the mid. I've still got an advantage. I'm a shitload of pips up. I can't even do that. Well, that's a bummer. So 3, can I? No, I can't. I can't break the board. 1. Give him 3s. I don't think so. This I hate because like 2-2, 1-1, 4-2 are death. And you don't get to get a chance of running free anyway, because if I come to the 18, okay, that's missed. We have James. How are you? So James is holding a double day B map in October, which I might be going to. I don't know, unless it's full. I'm not sure whether the one, like, it just doesn't matter, but The 2 probably does. So yeah, 5. I roll 5-1 now. I leave a shot. That's probably why. And this as well. Okay, well done. Yeah, that was bad. I'm pleased. So the book is like I'm reformatting it because the format's so bad, or I'm planning to. So turning it into an A5, like normal size, instead of like a weird children's colouring book kind of thing. So hopefully I'll find someone to reformat it. That 4-2 was bad. That 4-2 was bad. Am I gonna get punished? Yes. I mean, I'm not gonna lose if I don't hit him. I get to take another checker off. That might be important. I do gain a little bit when he fans, but I mean, if he wins now, my play was stupid because he would have fanned. Okay. Well, that's nice. That's always nice. I won't lie. Here we got XG. Even though the music career came to nothing, the stand-up comedy career came to nothing, you know, I can play 194 on stream. I love the way when people say hi everyone to the other 4 people. Come on. Proudly look over my 194 now. Hey everyone. I just played 194, you know. What did I play in that game? I've forgotten. Okay, it's not gonna let me. Right, let's have a quick look here. He should have come in on the 24, and this was like, I thought, too goodish, possibly, but not close. Greetings, Megham. Shokuhi Kiradmand. Shokuhi Kiradmand. 4-3 is 2 down. Yeah, it rings a bell, I have to say, even though the computer's telling me. Okay. Doesn't want to go. Okay. Thank you for watching. My pleasure. Okay, it's just going to open now. I do prefer to look at it in XG. I don't know why. Because it's like OCD stuff. So it should open any second. Or not. That's... Oh, well. I didn't have difficult moves. Okay, it was very close as to whether or not he should have made the 22 here. By the way, the book is still available on Amazon. I mean, it's a fine book. So I should have made the play that left one blot. I won't look at everything in too much detail. So he didn't double there, and then he played on. Well, yeah. I mean, do you think so? Are you a BG? You know, are you like bishop? Is that anything to do with chess? Terrible. I always think people are being sarcastic, but that's just don't tell me you are. So this was a mistake. I mean, I just can't. I don't have a feel for this, and I can't really work it out. So there's two ways. The first way is like your instinct. The second, more reliable way, is to like reason it through. Like what's going to happen? Use logic, and I couldn't do either of those. So I thought he should switch. Actually, switching is not the best play, but he made like a big blunder here. I thought he did. He should hit twice. My double one was very close. Is this okay? Should be able to. Shall I change the orientation? So we got it on there. I can just increase the size of this window. Yeah, I had a very poor review, which I take on board. The review was in German, and I speak German, so I was happy to read it, actually, even though I immediately saw that it was a 2-star review. But it was a very well-written review, and it basically said, well, I haven't read the book, but the format is not good. And I totally agree with the person that wrote that. And so I think it deserves better. I mean, it's not the best book in the world anyway, but it's the second best. It's pretty good, but the format lets it down. So where were we? Oh, cool. Okay. So he was playing on bishop because he was too good to double, which means that he can win more than the 1 point that he would by doubling, because I would pass, so he would win a point. But then he decided that he'd be taking too much risk, and so he doubled me. And I had to pass because my position was so bad. So he went 6 away, 6 away. Okay, we've done this bit. We've done this, haven't we? And then what? This was the double one. Well, that's not helpful. It says that it doesn't really matter what you do. Either way, it's very close. It was a very easy take. So in those holding games, the pick count isn't really as important as the gaps. Anyway, I lost that game. That's okay. It was close. I should have. I did make the right play, making the 4 point here. but it wasn't too bad to do something else. This is one of those cubes you get the value of your cube from the volatility, but the position isn't worth that much. So if you look at the tick line, it says plus 0.482. You have to be all the way to +1 for your opponent to consider passing. So we're a long, long way from that. That means that the position isn't inherently that valuable, but you do get a little bit more value from the position from doubling now. The score is in the brown activity level, which is the same as money. It's the benchmark activity level in a gammonish position. And I'm not going to go back to something 6-3. I don't remember what that was. So I was wrong. He shouldn't have played 11-5. So he should have split. I found that difficult to see. And then I had these awkward numbers where I was forced to come in and out when I didn't really want to. Then I hit, but it's not necessarily the right play. Then it maybe was kind of obvious to double. Again, now I am at in the orange category, which is one of the most active score categories. So I use color banding in the book, and actually Rainer Birkler decided it would be good to number them. And I think I did initially, but this would be number 3, number 1 being the most active. So because of that, I can just cube, because of the possibility of me hitting him with a 5, and then he's stuck back anyway. So it's not too terrible for me. I don't need that many threats. And like the position just played itself. Was it ridiculous? No, I could have played 7-5, 6-3 actually, and it wouldn't have been ridiculous. And nothing really happened here. I just gammoned him because I got lucky. Now I just want to see, did I make these? So did I play these correctly after this? So these are the tricky ones where your opponent's on the bar. So what 21-14 is the best play, but it's close. That's I'm okay with, but now I kind of want to make the 9 point. No, it's not right. Okay, so I made the right play. 24-15 going all the way with 1. Didn't see that. Making the 9 now seems like the only play because you don't want to leave blots when it doesn't cost you that much to leave the checker back. So interestingly, 21-18, 4-3, breaking the board, but giving yourself a chance to come out, really important. Hello, Eric. Hello, Eric. Hi, Eric. Hi, Eric. And then 5-4 was kind of almost like a joker, just getting out of there because it's so easy for your opponent just to get one good number, and then you're finished. So this play was a mistake. I saw that, but not a big mistake. And then that was it. I think I'm going to have time for one more. Okay. So Hamid Salehi from Iran. So he runs all the way with the 6-3. I wouldn't. So they're definitely making the 5. Probably. Is he up in the race? I mean, I don't know about whether or not he should go to the 13. And now, I suppose because he's got a semi-attack, and because if I slot and it goes well and I get missed, I'm quite likely to improve. Although I'm not sure. It could have been fairly close. I'm behind in the race now. I just want the flexibility. I don't see any gain for having that checker stuck back on the 22. So even though I'm behind, I just get the guy out. And I think, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm being a bit fast here. So again, the same logic. I'm not desperate to safety that checker because I'm not racing. Yeah, and his 4-2, I mean, 4s are duplicated, or at least 4-2 is. So is it that comfortable him hitting? He's not even, I think he'll go back and think about it, but. Actually, can I just say, I would really, now I have to hit, hold on. I can't not hit. Yeah, if you could like this. For some reason, the channel doesn't get much. I don't think it gets in the algorithms for some reason, probably because it's crap. But, you know, if you could like the thing a bit more and give me more chance of... I don't think it comes up very often in other people's feeds. So now I have to clean... Was that... I mean, was that necessary? He's up in the race. I don't think so, but I don't think I can cube. So that's I mean, it's such a big shot when you hit, but maybe double 3 would be enough for him to keep his position intact and stop me cubing. And for sure it will be. For sure. I'm definitely favourite because I can roll a 6 to link up, come out onto the 16, which is going to make me... Well, that's silly, sort of weird logic, but... Oh, he's done it. Okay. And what I was saying is my 6s and my 5s are diversified. So I've got 6s to come to the 16. And that's a really bad number because I have to stack them up like this. I don't have anything else. Oh, this is a big swing actually. So he just runs from the back. That makes sense. I'd like a 1. Okay, I'm happy to get out of there. I was in danger for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, it's very close. Okay. So like thoughts about whether or not to unstack? Almost certainly, yes. Leaving fewer shots. Rather than making the 9. And now just a pass. But how did it turn? I suppose double 2 and a fan is a big swing. Yeah, again, I like to think about whether these things are too good. He certainly should take... Okay, that's pretty clear. Mostly a pass. I mean, 8 to 4, that gives him a 1. I think 8 to 4. I don't think 6 to 2. I don't think he should play on. In fact, like now I'm looking at it and thinking like, what am I thinking about? How can I pass this? Maybe it is a pass, but maybe not a big pass. This is where it gets difficult. Where things are close, your mind cannot know, and so you become unsure if you're making the right call. But I suppose like having the 2 as well makes a difference. Even though I didn't have to give it to him. Okay, I'll pass. Yeah, all standard. Makes the anchor. So after all that, I'm doing absolutely fine. I make the anchor, and I don't love playing 6 to 5, but I don't want to play 11 to 10. So I don't want to be hit, do I? I don't know about this, because also I do want to make the 3-point. Uses the checkers very nicely. Okay, my opponent's playing really well, but not like the most difficult of moves. And I'm just happy to now suddenly be a bunch of pips up rather than down, and like be closing in on a cube. But 7 pips isn't going to be enough. I give the 6-1, I think, quite happily. Maybe it wasn't necessary, because I'm so far up in the race. Okay. He shouldn't have taken, but you know, being like just a meaningless thing to, I mean, he just shouldn't have taken. Why did you take? Why? Shall I just clear? I'm way up. So the ones. Okay, now I've got loads of ones to play. So I'm okay. Everything else is going to play. Am I right about that? Yeah. I got 10 free ones. And the twos could end up being a problem if I don't. Shall I give myself... Oh, I got twos. So silly. Now I got twos. We'll take off the 2-point. Anyway, it's going to end up winning the race. Which would be ridiculous. What's happening? Is it his roll? Yeah. Oh, I got confused before actually, but I mean, I was talking about 6 away, 4 away, being in the brown category. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it's actually I was talking about 4 away, 6 away, where you're leading. So 4 away, 6 away is a nice score because you can remember it as being the same as 7 away, 7 away. I am now doing okay. So would I double this at 7 away, 7 away? Because this is a gammonish position, so it's in my brown spectrum. Let's say it's exactly the same dynamic as a 7 away, 7 away score. Would I double this? I don't think I would though. I mean, it seems a little bit early. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm playing someone that he'll take anything, so He'll take anything. So this would be a market loss, but maybe he'll pass. No. So I got to do that. I got to do that, and this has got to be. I mean, this gives the monster double 5, but because I've got to make the 3, it makes sense then to bring another one down to try and cover the blot on the 5 point. So you just give up on the... I mean, I'm going to be duplicating my own ones. I don't need to hit that blot on the 20 point. I really need to cover. So we could well find that that was... I don't think I need to do anything big here. Like, he comes in on the deuce. I've got enough to attack him with. But, you know, he didn't come in on the deuce, which is actually pretty good for him. Do I slot? Probably. I don't know. I'm going to cover. I don't want checkers deep, so... Just for those reasons. There are other reasons why I'm not going to clear the bar, because his board isn't that strong. Okay, I can do it now and put them in good spots, so that makes sense to me. We should just make the 4 probably. I don't know about this one. I mean, if I'm trying to win the game, I wouldn't do this, but maybe I'm trying to win a gammon. But he shouldn't go. I always forget exactly. So with these 6 splits, and when your opponent rolls a 4-2 or a 5-1, hits you, and then you roll a 5-1, I think it depends on whether or not you rolled a 6-2 or a 6-3 as to how big the difference is. But I think generally it's best to just come in and on the 24 and avoid accidents, but it's close. Like it's about 20 difference depending on... That's bad. So he should cube. I mean... So this is a gammonish position, and it's level 3. It's an orange. It's in the orange color category, which is really active for him. That means that I've got to adjust and be careful about taking cubes in these gammonish positions. But on first insight, it seemed like a pretty easy take. But, I mean, I might just pass though. Looking at it again. So the gaps on the 7 and the 5 point are going to be bad. As well as obviously being back on the 24 and the 23 versus the fact that he's made the anchor already. So, okay, I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass. It's really straight. It feels really strange to just run and not hit. Okay, I get hit, but what can I do? You should slot the 5. I think I still make the 5. I'm thinking, like, if I get hit with the deuce, I'm not absolutely dead. And if I just choose to come round, I haven't really locked up the game. I still might leave. I could be completely wrong. I still might leave lots of indirects. But I don't like what happened. I mean, yeah, he can definitely cube. Now I think I can just take, because I've got the 5 point. Not that I'm trying to justify it or mean that that was the right play. I mean, I lost out a lot by being hit with the 2. So, but I mean, I've got lots that can go right for me. And kind of a similar decision, but now it seems pretty clear that I've got to get out of there. And he should probably just run. I mean, it's not really sexy, but what else can he do? And yeah. So it's 8 shots, but I get returns and stuff. Okay, boo. So even though I hit back, I'm not happy that he had that if when he rolls what am I trying to say? When he rolls a 5-2 there, 1-2. So I just want to play safe. Breaking the 1 point probably. I'm laboring this. Need the builders, but don't want to leave too many just random shots everywhere, so I'm getting really lucky. And I just play safe. It's not ideal, but I mean, I don't want to leave a shot. I don't think. I could hit and pick and pass, but which I might do now. Let's have a look. I actually don't know. Maybe this isn't better. Maybe this is better. I don't like it. Even if he doesn't come in, I've got like an awkward distribution. So I'm just thinking if he hits, it's not it's not desperately bad for me. I mean, I could do the same thing, pick and pass. Now I don't like doing this. Actually, I'm going to do this, but it's the same thing. I just don't. He's going to make the 17. Did I cock that up? Probably. Yeah. Felt bad. Felt like I did something. Again, I mean, maybe what can I do? It's very glitchy. Oh, he's going to run the clock down. Okay, so come back in 6 minutes. Is this the right approach? No, I'm going to do this. Sorry, I was streaming. I don't know if that will me. Sorry. I mean, part of me just wants to kick him in the cunt. But maybe that will save 6 minutes. I don't know. Probably not. I mean, he will have gone, won't he? Bit annoying, isn't it? So, yeah. What a cunt, eh? What a fucking cunt. Cunt being a... If we go back to the other... For the moment... Is there anything... Was there anything interesting that we didn't pick up on? Oh, yeah, there is. Like, for example, this 6-2. So 4-2, 6-2, and then you bring 2 down because you've got an overloaded midpoint, and it's a builder. And if you get hit back, that makes perfect sense. And then this is similar to the 5-1 I was talking about, where I think there've been more moves, but it's a similar idea. I've made the 4 point now, that's the difference. So that makes arguments for both for coming in high and also making the 24. Oh yeah, okay. And then we were talking about Too Good, and it was close. It was close. Play with Dirk. Yeah, it gets even closer, actually. And it's funny, like, these are tiny things. I have this mental block also with this 4-3 where it should just... I think my mind automatically tells me that I'm winning the race, so I have to I have to split, which makes sense. But actually, it's right to bring 2 down because your opponent split, and you can prime and attack. And I think the combination of both. Yeah, I know he does. Yeah, Dirk does. So that's something that I'm a bit lazy sometimes. I could just sort of commit that to mind. What is it? Shall I do that now? It feels like, it reminds me of like when I used to remember random number plates, and all I had to just like say to myself, okay, you're going to remember that. I don't know why anyone would want to do that, but if I do that with this position, then maybe I'll never forget. Maybe not never, but I'll have much more chance of remembering. Okay, so 3-1-5 on 4-3, you just bring 2 down. I mean, what does it matter when it's tiny difference? And with this 2-1, actually, the computer prefers his play over making the anchor. So I'm just going over the last game, match, whatever. I've also got to remember not to let my clock run down. And if he hasn't moved, if he hasn't gone. Talked about this a few minutes ago when I analysed it the last time. There's no reason, every reason for him to double this. He's winning in all aspects of the game. Oh my god. He came back. Cunty Pops came back. Okay. Okay. Alright. What does it say? 1.26. I can't read that. Why you run with 6-2 after opponent's 5-1 down and split? Because when your opponent has brought an extra checker to the 8 point, it makes it more beneficial for him to hit you with a 1. Because he's got an extra checker there to use. So therefore, because you don't want to do things that are good for your opponent, you get off the 18 point. It's always much easier to show it on a board. It's funny, just yesterday I was thinking how shit I am at backgammon. I probably am, but... the old... okay, so do you want to save this? I think sleep is the key to... the key to it. If I sleep, everything, you know, I just have a chance of making the right moves. Okay, so we're going to analyze this. Yeah, exactly what Jeff said. And all those like tiny things are what backgammon is really all about. Like those tiny differences. I got this wrong then. So 24-16 seems, yeah. I see it now. It's just much better. Okay. This play was close. I'm not going to think about it too much. Oh, he didn't. I didn't see this play, but he should have hit twice. Yeah. Okay, making the 9 would have been a huge blunder, but I guess there's no reason. Okay, this is very close to too good. Double 3, and then the pass. Yeah, the pass is... it makes sense. It makes sense. It's 33, but it'll get a bit bigger. You know how you get really good and play 1.9? You have an appreciation of the match score in 7-point matches. And how do you get an appreciation of that? You buy Backgammon, the 7-point match on Amazon by me. Okay, so it was a little bit wrong to make the... Yeah, it was unnecessary for me to leave the shot here. And huge pass. So I thought about this, like, this is like going to be a 60, quite a big no double, but why am I saying, oh no, I'm right. It's very close. That's good. So if you put this in at 7-away, 7-away, it should be, the numbers will be different, but it should be a similar size, tiny error, not to double. Maybe a little bit. Well, I can't remember the exact difference. But anyway, this score, 4-away, 6-away, behaves very similarly to 7-away, 7-away. And then when he took, it was only a small pass, which I didn't know. 10-8. So I should have brought the checker to the 8-point. Double 5 was just so nice. Making the 8-point so fabulous there because it allows you to roll your prime forward with such sort of elegance. And yeah, I misplayed that. Okay. I got to give a lesson. So I got to go. But thank you for the vote of confidence. I mean, it's so hard to know. Yeah, this was a pass. But it was close. Then I ran again. Then he hit. Then I came out, which was nice. Okay. So playing 14-10 would have been a kind of a big mistake. So not terrible. So not ridiculous to think about doing it. It actually wasn't a double when he cubed. I didn't get his 5-1 play right either. And 6-3, 24, 21, 9-3 is a tricky play to make. Like coming up and then slotting a point that you don't want. Oh, the computer likes making the 3-point here, actually. Okay. Oh. I mean, everything was going right. Yeah, this is interesting. So no need to leave all those blocks. That's what I was alluding to, but I couldn't bring myself. I just wanted all the builders. And then, yeah, this is genuinely like, I felt making the 4-point. You actually want to make the 2-point and the 3-point a bit more than the 4-point. So if you make the 4-point, you take away your checkers that are going to make the 3 and the 2. So look what happens. I hope that makes sense. He came in. This caused me a hell of a lot of problems. Like I had no checkers now on the 8-point to hit him with. So anything with a 5 in, let's say, depending on whether you're hitting the checker on the 23 or the 22 is not good. So actually best to forego, like not make the 4-point and just bring your builders in to try and make, I mean, you can make the 4-point once you've got more builders there, but don't make it now. And next time you can either make the 4 or the 3 or the 2 and all of them will be good. But having said that, having said all that, it reverts back. That's interesting. I don't know why. I kind of see the logic though. And then the pay now was wrong. After all that careful play, and then you make a mistake with the pay now. Yeah, that's tricky because like if I just don't pay now, then I'm almost certainly going to have to leave another shot. And that's the end of the party, boys and girls. I'm afraid. It always ends. You can't hold on to anything. But there might be another stream, who knows, along the river of life. Bye everyone. Thanks for watching.